Hope. Oh, good afternoon, everyone. Today is April the 10th, 2023. And today, Julie and I are getting on the video, and hopefully everyone had a happy Easter out there.
Happy Easter!
And so we're going to give you a little bit of an update on some things that we've been working about and that we've been talking to you about. And today we're going to talk about your ex-friend that was in the hospital for his addiction problems. And I'd like to start with, after we did the last video, what happened at the hospital? He called you to the hospital, and what happened?
My God! Well, about 2 days ago, he came out again, right? Because he had a pass. So now his doctor told him, you're good to go. Oh, he says, okay, good, thank you. So anyways, so this morning I go to the Shepherd for breakfast. Oh my God, he's doing drugs again. I was so surprised to see him doing drugs, Christine.
Mm-hmm. But he left you kind of on the hook at the hospital.
Yes, he did. Oh, of course. About a week ago. Sorry about that. Yes.
When he was in, just after we did the video.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, yeah. I go running there. Oh my God, pouring rain. It was like freezing rain that morning. I go there for 10 o'clock. Well, anyways, I go ask the nurse for him. I was being so polite with the nurse and, doctors around and everything, Oh, well, sorry, my dear, he's not here. He went downtown. He has a pass. I said, okay.
So why did he go downtown?
Oh, to do the drugs. And he said he was waiting for a girl to smoke up with.
Oh, wow.
He had another friend girl just to go smoke. Because me, I don't do nothing, eh? Mm-hmm. And he doesn't like me to be straight.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he goes with the girls who are addicted like him.
He called you that morning to go to the hospital, and you waited an hour and a half for him.
That too, exactly. Sitting down at the waiting room, small little waiting room, just to wait for the,
So it sounds like he wanted to get you to the hospital while he was on the pass from the hospital to get downtown to do his drugs.
Correct.
Until he got caught.
Until he got caught, exactly.
And the social worker and everyone at the hospital apparently caught him.
Yeah, the social caught him, and I think it's and two nurses and the doctor. So not like.
And of course, that was all recorded at the hospital as well.
It was all recorded at the hospital,
Yeah.
So when I left, I was kind of frustrated.
Mm-hmm. So from what you told me this morning, he was smoking his crack pipe this morning, and all of a sudden he decided he had to voluntarily go back to the hospital.
Go back to the hospital again. I don't understand that part. Do you understand it? I don't.
I don't understand that.
He's like a yo-yo back and forth, Christine.
Well, he came out for the Easter weekend, for sure. And now he's back in on a volunteer basis. I don't know how that fully works when you go in voluntarily for drug addiction.
Me either.
So, but again, it's just this interesting revolving door now that we have at the hospital with these druggies that are drugging up.
Exactly, and the mental problems with that too.
Oh yes.
So he had he has two big problems. The drugs and the mental problem, Christine.
Well, exactly. So we're gonna do a little update as well on the 454. Now the bathroom is definitely not up and running, the men's bathroom, and we're still having all the problems again in the women's bathroom.
Yes, we are. It's not. It never is. It never gets arranged. To be fixed, and
exactly.
It's not doing it. No, they don't want to do it. So that's close to 3 months, and they didn't do nothing.
And then so you had a friend who dropped in from Montreal. Now this friend of yours is married now. She's got a husband. She lives in Montreal, but both she and her husband help out the homeless. And you knew her as a homeless person here in Ottawa years ago.
Correct. Years ago.
Well, like myself, how we ran into each other as friends.
Exactly.
At the
there you go.
Shelters.
Yes, we did.
And can you explain what happened in the shock? Because she spent, you said, 2 hours at 454 with you?
Yeah. So anyways, I went that morning just to, and I was just have a coffee and then whatever, and just take a shower like I always do. So anyways, I see my friend. Oh God, it's been a couple of years that we didn't see each other. So she says, Julie, how are you? Well, I said, I'm doing really good. Yourself, So anyways, we just started talking. But yeah, so she says, oh my God, it's getting like Montreal. It's so bad around here. What's going on?
So did you explain?
Of course I did. I said, well, my God, my dear friend, I said, it's all the drugs, the mental issue, and there's a lot of bullshit. Sorry, excuse my language. There's a lot of issues in the shelters. She says, I can't believe this, Julie. It's like Montreal.
Yes, and then so you got her onto our videos, as I understand. You
Correct.
directed her.
Yes.
Because this is something that both you and I have been speaking about. Now, she's another person coming from Montreal, going around to the various cities like Toronto and everywhere else to see what's going on with the homeless, trying to help them, trying to figure out what's happening. But she had a shock coming into 454 and seeing all the druggies and what was going on. So she had 2 hours there. And from what I understand, I don't even think she wanted to dare use the washroom there at all.
She didn't want to use nothing. She was so disgusting about the place, Christine, that she wanted to go back to Montreal.
Yes.
And she did 2 days after.
Yes, but where did she stay?
Oh, no, the crazy shelter here. The Shepherd of Good Hope.
And how did she find the Shepherds of Good Hope?
Oh, my God. It's been 20 years. She's been coming down on and off. So she knows every place around Ottawa.
So what did she think of the Shepherds now?
Oh, my God. It's so bad. There's a big change in there and she's so disappointed. And she can't believe how crazy it is.
Oh, I know. But this is what you and I have been discussing too, is what it was like because we both have been, and especially me, I've been in the system before, being thrown out of my own home and having to rely on a shelter and the food banks and everything else around.
Same here for 20 years. Yeah.
But then again, when I was in the shelter at the time, we had social workers were there. And myself, it was a matter of after the shock of being thrown out of my own home and my marriage breakup, being with the guy for 34 years is a long time, and this is my second husband. And so for me, I was trying to get myself put together, and that for me, as I had not slept, and mentally I was just exhausted. Physically, I was exhausted. So I know the first week and a half for sure at the shelter, they just fed me and let me sleep. And as soon as I got the rest that I needed, then I was back up on my feet. And with the social workers and everyone, I said, well, I think this is what I have to do. Yes, you've got to go to welfare. You've got to go here. Well, where's the welfare office? Give me an address. Where's a legal aid? Because I'm going to need a lawyer here. Where's that? So, I mean, I spent my time getting a briefcase and then running around getting my paperwork ready. So for me, it was I needed that rest, a temporary rest, to get back enough on my feet and to start thinking of what I had to do for myself. And luckily for me, I only spent like a couple of months in the shelter because my daughter and I decided to team up and we got an apartment together, and I'm still living in that apartment. I managed to hang on to the apartment all these years without losing anything. It's been a struggle, but I've managed to do it. And I haven't gone to drugs, or I have not gone to alcohol. But
me either, Christine. We never fail, me and you. You know, like we're strong girls.
Yes.
And even my friend in Montreal, she never did bad things like this. You know, she's been married at least for 20 years. You know, but she's so disappointed about Ottawa right now.
But then again, like I said, I went to the well. What we saw in the shelters was totally different, because when I went to the well years ago, okay, I could sit there if I needed to do paperwork. Yes, I shared a meal with everybody, which was nice, and everybody was pleasant. There was no fighting, nothing going on. There wasn't the drug problem back then.
Not as much.
Yes, and then even you said last fall you started noticing that 454 was changing. And before that, you said there was other things that were going on, like what I'd seen, and where we just got together and we had a great time. Now, what was going on at 454 that's no longer going on there?
Oh my God, there's so much chaos in there. My God, just give me an idea. My God, what's going on lately? The same problems almost every day. You know, like.
No, but you said it was so different. What did you do for activities back?
Oh, geez. Okay, yeah. So back then at the shelters, my God, at the 454, karaoke, there was bingos, there was dance once in a while. You know, now today, it's a big problem of drugs everywhere.
So what you're saying now is no help.
No help at all. No, they don't care.
And because for us, and even myself, it was nice just to have a refuge place to go on the drop-in centers. And today, it seems more like a drug den rather than a drop-in center, which you would expect, so that we could get a reprieve from our problems or somebody to talk to there. And now it's just everything is just drugs. And the druggies are outside, apparently. They're smoking the crack pipes. They're handing them out. Now, I've got, I did check up and I got to get the name of it here. It's just a minute. It's called. Now we had years ago. I told you in one of my other videos about the safe needles. It was a needle exchange at that time where they, if you got a clean needle, you had to use that needle, and then to get another clean needle, you had to bring that one back. Now today we have what's called the Safe Consumption Program, and this is what's guiding the health department today. And I don't see this as a good way because the needles are still ending up on the street. So they're just handing out the needles, both at the Shepherds, both at 454, and the crack pipes. So nothing's coming back. So it's ending up on our streets or in our apartment buildings or wherever. So this is what's happening today, and this is certainly not helping the situation at all.
Not at all. No.
So for me, all they're doing is enabling these druggies to do the drugs. And we have people...
They're pushing them to be addicts.
Yes, and again, people are afraid to come into the shelters, even those who are not doing the drugs and that. They don't want to be with them. But they're enabling, helping to enable them to continue the drugs. They're saying, well, we're trying to save their life. Well, while you're trying to save certain people's lives, you're putting other people's lives in danger at the same time. And at the same time, what you're doing is you're also enabling the drug dealers, because it's as... I explained in one of my other videos, my earliest videos, when the first stabbing occurred after the injection site in the Shepherds. It was a week later. And it was so horrific that it was a full scene. The tape went around several blocks here at that particular time because it was a big crime scene. And it was former Police Chief Borderlow who was trying to say to us that this is no good. You're just delivering everything here. So what you're doing is exactly what the chief is saying, or what we were trying to say even with Hindenburg. If you don't do certain programs or don't do certain things to prevent this, you're just saying, oh, well, here, drug dealers, all your clients are right here. Now you can come and get them. They're here. The clients expect to be there. They see the drug dealers. And then what happened the other night at the Shepherds?
Oh my God! Yeah, so there was a stabbing 2 days ago.
Yes.
Another stabbing, supposedly, and the blood's on the ground still. And oh my God, it was a chaos around 3:30 in the morning.
And what was that over?
Drugs again.
Drugs again.
A debts.
So from what you assume is because the dealer wasn't getting paid, so he came after his client, and when he didn't get paid, he stabbed him.
This
is what the word is on the street. So this is what's going on down here. I don't want to have too long a video. But I just wanted to give you a brief update. And both Julie and I say hi, and we're enjoying our clients.
Hi again.
And it's been a wonderful Easter. Wonderful weather coming. But it's going to be more dangerous on the streets now that nice weather's coming again. So again, anyone coming down to the area needs to be watching over their shoulder. That's what our warning is, because you don't know when this is going to hit or what's going to hit because of the chaos that's going on down here. But we just wanted to give you a brief update, and good day, and have a nice week. Bye-bye, and take care.
Bye-bye.